Okay, tis my first video on this channel. So originally I was gonna do like an introduction, and then I like looked up a thing on TikTok of like questions I could answer. So obviously I don't have like fans that are asking me questions because no one knows who I am. So I like went on TikTok and was like, questions, and then I saw someone was like, if you're thinking of making your first YouTube video an introduction and like, getting to know you, I'm not looking at the camera, getting to know yourself, don't. And I was like, okay. I like makeup, so I was like, oh, makeup routine time. And I filmed my makeup routine and edited it maybe close to 45 million times just for my own entertainment. And I was like, now's the time, you know what I mean? So we're gonna start after doing like skincare or whatever. I'm not gonna show my skincare routine because skincare routine is very personal to the person. My skincare routine might make your skin break out in hives. We'll save that for another day. We're gonna start with primer. So I like to start with like a moisturizing primer because sandpaper. Also, trigger warning, I look like a gremlin. Oh, I can't swear. I look like a goblin, gremlin, riddle telling troll. So I'm gonna start with the marshmallow primer from NYX or whatever the hell. Just a couple pumps of that, girl. Why did I just do a backflip? I swear on my life. Also, yeah, you do have to apply it with your dirty, unwashed hands to get the I almost said my name. I'm going not by my name. Bye. Oh my god, you see the fucking turkey neck? You can use either the just the normal one or the liquid one of the e.l.f. putty, poreless putty. I just put this on my T-zone. And this one I like tap in. I can't remember. I watched someone like use this primer and they're like, you should tap it into your skin. I can't remember who said that. And I've just been doing it ever since. Maybe it's completely the same either way if you rub it in, but that's just how I do it. Whoa, what year is it? Why did I just say that? And then I used one more primer, which is some type of tacky primer. So I have like the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, but I also have the e.l.f. Dew Primer. I think I'm gonna use the Dew Primer. It smells like watermelon. And I let it kind of dry, let it soak in. Okay, made sure the angle was okay. So if the angle changed, that's because I moved the camera. So now that the tacky primer has tackied and also tacked, this is not a mandatory step. I don't do this every time depending on my skin, but since I have this like volcano on my face, I have a couple of them, we're gonna color correct. So I'm gonna use the Kimchi Chic, the Most Concealer. So since this one's like, if you see, like it like squirts, it like, bursts and erupts out the top. I like to put it on the back of my hand just so I know I'm not like overdoing it. And then I saw someone say like, when you color correct, you should apply it with a brush and then brush it out with a brush. And blend it out with a brush. No, I use my finger. This is just how I do it, okay? If you think it's not good, then don't do it. Ow! Just broke my goddamn ankle. Now what? Now I go in with a concealer. I use a pot concealer for this part. Not pot like cannabis, pot like it's in a pot. And I get like a little concealer brush. Is this one covered in gunk and goop? Yes. Okay, who's fucking sharpening a blade outside? So this one's the Rem Beauty one. Or REM Beauty, I don't know. And I just go over top. Why did I just do that? Did you see that? I just tweaked a little bit. Sometimes but yeah. I don't even know what I was gonna say. So I wanna YouTube. Bro, who is blowing up outside? So YouTube has always been something that's like been important to me, I guess, as someone who grew up with unrestricted access to the internet. And I always like the first YouTubers I ever started watching were Rhett and Link, like Good Mythical Morning. Oh my god, it's gonna be a decade this year since I started watching them. Cuckoo insane. And I just was obsessed with like filming videos. Like growing up, I was always filming videos and on my like my family's like Big Mac computer. I wish I still had them, but I don't. I have some of them. If you hear my dad talking, I'm sorry. He literally is a man and doesn't realize that he doesn't have to talk at a screaming volume for people to hear him through the phone. Yeah, I would just like always film videos of like me. Why am I leaning in so close? Of me like pretending I was like on the news and I was like, hey guys, this is 9 News. Ow, sorry, saying something stupid. And it's just kind of evolved into like, I like last year or the year prior, no, the year prior, so like 2022, I started like filming videos and then editing them and then just keeping them in my camera roll. Like I wouldn't do anything with them, but I just did it as like a source of joy and entertainment for myself. And I was like, if I like to do this on my free time, then why wouldn't I do this as like a career? But like content creation to me, like looking at creators that I admire, I'm like, that's never gonna happen to me. And maybe it won't. Maybe I'll upload, you know, consistently and nothing will ever come from this, but I'll never know until I try it, right? Please don't manifest that. Please don't manifest that, please. Yeah, I just let it kind of soak in the concealer. And then I get a brush. Where's my brush? Here she is. My concealer brush from like Eco Tools, I think. I just tap that thing in. I know nothing about YouTube, like the algorithm. I need to learn about it, like what algorithms is and what algorithms, like what attracts people. Definitely not my face, that's for sure. So I need to make the thumbnail not my face. And like, yes, it's gonna look spotty. That's fine, because I'm gonna put foundation over it. Okay, where is it? So now I go in with foundation. I mean, she is the moment. But I do really love the Kat Von D Good Apple Serum Foundation. But it's like really, really full coverage. So I use that one when I want like maximum coverage. I just apply this on my face, obviously, because where else would I apply it? Now, do I want this channel to be a beauty channel? No, not entirely. Like, I definitely want to do like makeup looks every once in a while, but I don't want that to be entirely my channel. I want to do like funny videos. Cause that's another thing I've just always like had a passion to like make people laugh. I think I've done a pretty good job of it in my day-to-day life. Cause I was that girl in high school where I'm quiet. No one really knows me besides like my friends. Cause it's not like when I'm like sitting around people and they start talking to me, I'm not gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna be like that. Like I'll talk to them, but I'm not gonna start a conversation unless I have to. I was that girl in high school where like I would be talking to people that I've like known since elementary school for like the first time ever in like high school, and they'd be like, you're actually like really funny. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Since I would like post videos on like my TikTok or like my Snapchat story, look at this. People, you know, obviously people from my school would be friends with me on there and they would be like, wait, you're actually funny. And I'm like, and then I just get a foundation brush. This is one from like Ulta, I think. Like it's from the Ulta brand, not just like, oh, I bought it from Ulta. And I just kind of spread it around my mug. And then I go over top of it with a sponge. This is the Cocoa Cosmetic sponge. Please ignore the fact that it is dirty. Okay, I just cleaned it like a week ago, I promise. Can someone tell me where to buy another one of these? Because she like rebranded and I can't find the sponge anywhere. But then I like go onto her social medias and it's like the marshmallow sponge, the best sponge in the world. And I'm like, okay, but where can I buy it though? Because I go into the website and it's just like clothes. I just kind of smooth out the base. Because you know I'm all about that mix. No problem. I'm gonna get a Q-tip and some Mind Cellar water. I'm gonna remove the concealer foundation lips. And then I get like a type of like a lip product. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This is the peach one. Marinate my lips. Now it's time for contour. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. one today, but I also like to use the other one, Fenty Beauty one, the matchstick. Ooh. Yeah, this is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand, contour wand. So good. Ah! I'm gonna start like tapping it upward a little bit. This is a brush from Sephora, I think. No, it's Morphe. I just like to blend it out like one layer at a time. I forgot what I was gonna say. Then we're gonna go up into my receding hairline. Okay. What in the world? Why is it like filled to the brim? God damn it. Uh-oh. Let's try to fix this up with a sponge. Shit! I think we fixed it. I think it's good. It's fine. We survived. Okay. It's been 16 minutes! Sorry, I'm just admiring myself. Now I'm gonna... Concealer time. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Ew, look at my brain flexing. Can't wait to back it up. Your ex-jail are dope, but it ain't crack enough. I'm supplying my man. I'm in demand. Soon as I land, just know I roll with them bones. And then I'm gonna use my finger to kind of like tap it out a little bit and let it kind of marinate. I'm gonna use this concealer brush again and blend out the ones on my face. Well, I mean, that's on my face too, but you know what I mean. Ow! I don't know why I reacted like that. I gotta put some on my forehead too. I'm gonna blend this part out with a beauty blender. I need to be more funny. This is boring. Like, I don't know what to say. Oh, what did you say? I'm gonna blend this part with a beauty blender. This goddamn concealer is mind-numbing. Did I use too much? Potentially. Whatever, I think it looks fine. Yes, the lids are gonna be blank for now. Now it's time for blush. My favorite as of late has been the e.l.f. one, the putty primer. Or the putty blush, not the primer. I'm gonna get a blush brush from Morphe. This is the one in Caribbean. I think I didn't tell you any of the shades of anything I wore. See, I'm not a strong blush girl. I don't like a really pigmented cheek. I'm not into that. Like, this is too much. But since I'm gonna go over it with powder, it's gonna get lighter. So I'm gonna do a little bit on the nose. I look cuckoo insane. Trust me. I know. Now we're gonna go in with an an eyelid primer. This is a Juvia's Place one. Just gonna do a little bit. Get a beauty blender. Whenever I do my makeup routine, I think back to when I first started doing makeup and I didn't even use primer. I just slapped on a whole lot of concealer on my face, blended it out, put a little bit of blush, a really bad eyeliner job with eyeshadow, some lip gloss, mascara, called it a day. Whatever, the better than sex. This was my girl. Me and her were like that. So now I'm gonna go in with setting spray. So I'm gonna use this setting spray, which is like spray paint apparently, but it's the Stay On All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist from e.l.f. I really like the Urban Decay setting spray, the all-nighter, but it's so expensive, so she's a good alternative. I actually like the blue one better, the blue one of this, because this one, I will tell you, if you want to get this, just know that it has a lot of fragrance in it, and I was not expecting that. And the blue one doesn't have really any fragrance, I don't think. So now it's time for setting powder. I have my concoction. So this is the one size setting powder, but I got the pink powder, the ultra pink powder, and the translucent powder and mixed it together. That's what Douse does. Okay, so I have hooded eyes, so I have to constantly blend out my lids because they start to get that line, and it's so frustrating. And then I get just like a powder puff, rub it on the back of my hand, and I start to press it onto my skin. I like to like literally like press it with a powder puff into places that I'm oily. It's like my chin, my forehead. I'm gonna go over top my blush with it so it lightens it up a little bit. So it's not too insane. And now I'm gonna get like a big brush and just like kind of dip it. And then start powdering my face. Okay, so now I'm done with that. So it's time for eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use the P. Louise X Michaela to have and to hold in case you get cold. Get easy. I use this palette for my everyday makeup look. So I just get like a nice neutral, like lighter brown to kind of set it as like a base and just like rub it on with my finger. Okay, now I do that and then I go in with like a darker brown. So I'm gonna use the Dream Life one and go in with like a fluffy brush and kind of tap it into like my outer V. Get easy. And then I'm gonna go in itchy with a darker brown. I go like this. See how I did that? Like I kind of like filled in my inner corner with a darker brown. And I'm gonna start like tracing my crease with the dark brown. And I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, and then I get just like a lighter like white shade and I put it on the part that's like bare. And then I'm gonna get this like angled brush again and go in with like a dark brown and kind of draw like a little flick like that. Boom. Eye is done. I got it. Okay. So I'm gonna get the, okay, I don't know. I didn't buy it because I'm a fan. I bought it because it was cool. And then I use this like pink shade, this pink shimmery shade, for highlight. It's so pretty. Up on my brow bone. I'm gonna get a little bit of this like gold highlight that's on it and put it like right on my waterline kind of. Now it's time for mascara. I'll do my brows first. So I get the e.l.f. brow lift pencil thing. And then I get the NYX brow glue in medium brown. And I just kind of like brush it through and then I shape it how I want to make it look. Whatever. I don't worry too much about my brows because I have bangs, so they get covered up anyway. Obviously, Rare Beauty. She is that girl, unfortunately. Not unfortunately because it's Selena Gomez, but unfortunately because I feel like the 10-year-olds at Sephora. I just put it directly in my eyeball. I'm so lucky I didn't get mascara all over my face. I like to get the angled brush again with that brown and just kind of give myself a little bit of an inner corner, very slight, very faint inner corner moment. Now it's time for lip. Whatever, we'll just use this one. It's a ColourPop one. The thing came off, so I don't know which one it is, but it's ColourPop. Makeup complete, I think. I'm not gonna do my hair because I don't feel like it. That's my first YouTube video, and I really hope you give me a chance. Yeah, if you do watch this, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget to smile. Okay, bye guys. Sorry, that's my impression of Zendaya. Thank you for watching. I don't really know how to say goodbye. Bye.